business events industry around the world has a tremendous opportunity when it comes to advocacy, and that's by telling its story 365 days a year. Not just when we need something, not just one day a year. This needs to be part of the DNA of the industry going forward. And that means talking to policymakers at the local level, at the provincial level, at the national level, at the multilateral level, from the smallest town mayor all the way up to the United Nations and everywhere in between. Because we have an amazing story to tell about the jobs we create and support, the economic impact we have on communities around the world, how we support small businesses, but also how we help it solve the greatest challenges their society is looking at, from decarbonization to international cooperation and understanding. This is a place where we have a tremendous story to tell and a tremendous impact to make on behalf of society. So bring people to events, invite elected officials and policymakers, make sure they see the magic we create. Go to where the politicians are, whether that's City Hall, Parliament, United Nations headquarters in New York City, and everywhere in between. Politics is a full contact sport. It is up to us to tell the story, because if the pandemic taught us anything, if we don't tell our story, nobody else is going to do it for us. The secret of politics isn't about engaging policymakers to solve your problems. It's about showing them how you can help solve their problems. So you think about the biggest challenges we're facing around the world, not just when it comes to economics, but think about the social impact. Think about the social issues that are driving the future of our world. Decarbonization, the road to net zero, what we're doing to create a green and clean economy, preparing young people of all ages, with the skills they need to succeed tomorrow, upskilling, workforce development, international cooperation and understanding, trade, seamless links between countries, understanding among regions and different people, digitization, the promise and peril of AI, making sure that we can leverage technology for societal benefit. Those issues are front and center for policymakers around the world, and they're front and center for us too. I haven't had conversations in this industry for ages that haven't hit on one of those issues. From our road to decarbonizing, all the way to the role that technology will play in the industry's future and how it augments bringing people together. These issues are front and center for them and us. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it in a language that they understand and bring solutions to the table, because who better to help bring people together to solve the world's problems than the people who bring people together around the world every single day. The business events industry has the best marketers and storytellers of any sector in the world. There are so many people around the world who help make reality and create the most amazing experiences every day. They create stories and deliver them and bring them to life and create amazing economic and societal impact. That's what we need to bring to the policymaking process across the world, around coast to coast, borders to borders. We need to highlight the stories that matter the most to us, because they're the stories that matter the most to policymakers around the world. From decarbonization to international trade and commerce, from digitization to preparing the workforce of the future. These are the challenges and opportunities of the business events sector, just as they're the challenges and the opportunities facing policymakers, elected officials, and appointed officials around the world. This is the opportunity for us to engage in an ongoing dialogue, 365 days a year, to put the industry's best foot forward, help them understand how we can help societies, how we can help economies grow and develop and solve the challenges that are so important to them, because they're the same challenges that we're dealing with. That involves doing it every day at every level. Advocacy absolutely has to be part of the DNA of this industry going forward for us to succeed and thrive into the future. And it's up to all of us, every single one of us in the industry, to bring that marketing and storytelling know-how into the political arena every single day on behalf of the entire sector.